Okay. There we go. Hello. Oh. Hello?
Okay, refreshing Discord fixed that. Hi.
Hi.
Alright, I can hear you. That's good.
I can hear you too, which means the video should be picking up your voice.
Okay. I mean, you can see in OBS the desktop audio.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, let's see. jmcgnh is currently playing. So it's jmcgnh versus Jonboy, right? So they just started their first game, so
Yeah.
just say when you start recording.
Yeah, I already started the recording like a minute and a half ago.
Alright. DC, that is a good route. So we caught them right at the start of game 1. Let's take a look at the kingdom here. What do we got?
They have that Baker token so that they can open with some different stuff.
They can. I feel like a black market 5 open is pretty good here. Like maybe black market hunting party. Something I'd go for.
You could also open with plan to help you trash if you're going to be picking up a couple of things. Or you might want to try to get your trashing from black market, but that might not happen.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't found the plan to be like that easy to use effectively in my play, so I generally shy away from it, but it is good trashing if you're buying a bunch of copies of a card.
I think that Hunting Lodge in black market would work really well here, because you can use black market to slap down all your treasures, and then you can use Hunting Lodge to draw a bunch of new cards.
That works, so if you don't collide them and draw Hunting Lodge first, you can use that to discard to draw your black market right away and start buying cards faster. DC, I'm pretty sure we've all established that the set of things that you don't hate is much smaller than the set of things you do. Okay, maybe within the set of Dominion cards. Within the set of Dominion cards.
I remember during my procession coaching session, there was a lot of procession hate coming in.
Procession, oh my god, all those tracking rules. Okay, let's see what they did open with. So we got Black Market Baker.
I don't think I like the Crown open.
Crown Silver, mind you.
Crown Silver.
No actions, so... Well, Crown, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, the reason I'm not the I should mention I'm not the greatest player in the world, but I feel like I can get some smaller points in like this. The reason opening Crown is not great is because it's effectively a throne room. It's going to be a lot better the vast majority of the time if it hits an action, but in the beginning it is very unlikely to, especially when you don't have any other actions in your deck yet anyway. So that Crown is going to be either hitting a copper or a silver, and you see them here, they're using it as a camel, which is not the best use of it there.
Yeah, I feel like JMC is going pretty money-ish here, which I'm not really a big fan of. Like, the engine's much better, in my opinion. And really, the other downside of opening Crown is that, you know, you have all those other 5s that, in my opinion, are much better to open with because they help you put your deck together much faster. Hunting Lodge, Hunting Party, even Baker are all pretty, like, decent opens. And then the silver could have been a black market, because it's still plus 2 coins, but you also get a chance to buy other cards which may be better for your deck right away. Let's see, we're buying gold.
Somewhere out there, J-Nails just screamed. Another thing I was going to point out, and this is a perfect bunch of cards to show it off. There's no plus buy on the board other than the extra gains you can get from black market. So you're definitely going to want to try to scoop up some plus buy with it. And
here it's impossible not to, unless they don't buy anything.
Which they did not.
And they buy a gold! No! J-Nails, be glad you're not here to see this. Yeah, J-Nails has his common script about gold buying.
I have a question for you. Jonboy has 8. Do you think they're gonna buy Province?
I hope they don't.
No, they're not. They're plated as...
Oh,
okay. They're going full money.
No.
They're going full money here.
J-Nails run.
Oh, did J-Nails just join? Oh, no.
J-Nails just joined.
I think that Camel is, like, baiting them into doing more money-ish things. You walked into 7 golds being gained after 7 turns from both players.
Yeah, Camel can be good because, you know...
JMC looks like they incorrectly used Crown. The interface is a little bit weird. If you want to double tap a treasure, you have to end your action phase in order for it to recognize what you want to do.
Yep. I mean, okay, by Camel, if I was gaining golds, I'd like exile a bunch first and then only buy 1. But gold is not a good card here because you've got Crown, you've got good action sources of coin, and good draw cards and villages. So you can totally put together a great deck with all of those actions. You don't need gold to have a solid deck.
For these players watching in the future, good general rule is that if you can do an engine, the engine will beat the money strategy.
Yes. So... First province of turn 9.
Because the two main things about money strategies that you might not immediately realize is that, yes, they can get to a few provinces quite quickly, but they really struggle in getting more than, like, about half of them, and they're also very susceptible to attacks, which you could pick up from black market.
Yep. So let's see. Jonboy is provincing, which I feel is a bit too early.
Yeah.
I'd get a couple more bakers to add consistency to my deck first, and then I'd start going for provinces. I'd also maybe want to grab something like, Hunting Lodge.
There's another plus buy
in the
there. They're not going to take it, though.
Oh, come on. Hunting Lodge or supplies to add more consistency.
If I had to guess, I'd say that Jonboy has a pretty good chance of winning this one because they have a couple coffers stored up from the bakers.
Yeah, the coffers help the money strategy a ton, because often, in money you're going to draw 6 or 7 or 9. Like, when you draw 9...
Perfect example, look at
play a baker, and you keep the coffers. When you have too little, you can spend the coffers that you'd built up earlier and, have enough to afford province.
Yeah, perfect example is JMC's hand right here. They have a crown, 2 golds, a silver, and a copper. Obviously, way more than... Well, assuming they used the crown, which they didn't have to, but... If they had, that would have been $12. You only need 8 for a province. But if some of your money generation is in the form of coffers, you can smooth out those turns where you have a little bit extra, and then you can give those turns where you're a little bit under some extra cash.
Yep, coffers are, the iconic smoothing of Dominion gameplay.
Money strats are still generally not very good, but the coffers do help them out considerably.
I mean, the plan also helped, definitely. Even though it's just a couple cards that got trashed, that still makes somewhat slight difference. So still no black market buys. The deck is full.
Yeah, I think Jonboy has easily got this one. They have a pretty sizable coffer stack, and you see here they're using some of it to pick up a province. They can province again now.
On single buy, yeah, definitely. This is...
Yeah, and this first one goes to Jonboy.
Alright, so Jonboy, player 1, wins right off the start. Now JMC will start game 2.
The moral of the story is don't buy golds.
Yes. That's just good advice for, more beginner players, is gold looks good, but other cards better.
The way I like to try and explain it to some of my in real life friends and also my mother when I was trying to teach her some Dominion basics is that the money strategy is basically you're cramming a whole bunch of money in your wallet, but you can only pick up 5 things with your hand, 1 in each finger, and then that's not going to be a very effective way of getting your cash out. But if you construct your wallet so that you can cycle through the entire thing and use everything in your wallet all the time, then that's much more efficient. Obviously, it's a little bit of a silly analogy, but I think it gets the point across.
Yeah, that works. Yeah, money, the thing with money is you're often just limited by, the 1 buy that you have, because you're not trying to add more buys or more cards.
Money is the root of all evil.
Yep, okay. So we're fixing up player order, getting ready for game 2.
Another thing for newer players that you may not realize is that, like, gold costs 6. Your first instinct is it costs 6 because it's better than the things that cost 5. But actually, the main reason it costs 6 is so that it's better with things that are trash for benefit, like remodel. It can turn golds into provinces because they cost 6.
And also, so you can't usually get it in the first 2 turns, I think.
Yeah, I imagine that could be annoying on some boards too, but I think that might be a little less of a problem.
Yeah, when base first came out, I think that might have been a pretty significant reason for making gold 6, because you can't get it right off the bat.
And they're loading up the second board now. And, ooh, we got one of the cards in my dislike list, Familiar. I do not like this card.
I mean, Familiar is right next to Black Cat on this board, which is kind of amusing. It's got one of my dislikes too, and that's Mountain Pass, because I can never know the right number to put for that.
Knights. Oh, Knights are here too. Yeah, Knights are also on my dislike list.
Let's see what this board has for strategy. We've got Masquerade, which is pretty good.
Yeah, I would definitely want to get at least 1 Masquerade. Would you want to go for a potion here to try and get familiars early?
Let's see. If you don't go for potion, what are you getting? You're getting advisors and highways? Is that what you're getting? You're getting, an apprentice?
They open apprentice, which will be okay with getting the estates out of the way.
Apprentice and highway is annoying anti-synergy.
Mm-hmm.
So
this is also another board with no plus buy on it, and this time you can't cheat with black market to pick up some extra stuff for yourself.
Well,
so
there is Sir Martin, but that doesn't really count.
Yeah, I kind of don't entirely count that because, like, he's either not going to get uncovered or he's probably going to be killed.
Yep.
Also, he's terminal and there's no villages.
Yep, I mean, right. So for scoring here, I think you just go for provinces, yeah.
Yeah, you want to go for that as soon as you can.
So do you go for like a highway type deal, using them as like peddlers?
I don't think that's very good because five coin peddlers aren't terribly good.
Right. So a advisor draw. Um,
Hmm.
is Golem any decent? Is
Is Golem well? Actually, you know what? Golem technically could make depending on what it hits, it could be a village.
Yeah, I mean it is a village by definition. Well, it depends on your definition, but
I'll admit, Golem is one of those cards that I like hardly ever pick it up. It's
yeah, I
not
mean
very good.
it usually is way too much investment, and yeah, and no, I'm not good at assessing cards that are usually not as strong. Um, oh yeah, Highway Knights, you can trash your opponent's provinces. That is.
Yeah.
That
I
is
once
really
did a similar thing with Highway Swindler before I banned Swindler.
Oh wow.
It looks like they have chosen to skip Familiar.
I mean that makes sense. Potion, too much buying, you can buy advisors instead.
I
Drawing
probably try for the
Oh,
Familiar just because I don't see much else to do. Oh no, they are going for it.
there they go. And I mean also because yeah, Mask you can pass the curses back and trash him. And Apprentice,
I banned Swindler because it is extremely annoying and I don't like it.
yeah, that's fair.
I believe this is what we were talking about when we were saying like odd opinions on the cards. This is an example.
Well, let's see, Simmergo, is that the cantrip? No, that's a double attack. Oh, that is a rough attack to get hit by right here. Because you're not really drawing, so it's gonna really mess up your next turn. Yeah, it definitely could. Especially if you spam enough familiars that your opponent can't keep up with their trashing. I think it's definitely gonna be pretty solid.
Oh, they're gonna go for a golem.
Oh, that's weird. I'd have gotten familiar first.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would have ever gotten golem at all.
They might be committing to the getting a province. Another thing that I find new players do, and I can confidently say this because I also did this before myself when I was a newer player, is the sunk cost fallacy. You realize that you have a lot of money and you're like, well, surely buying the most expensive thing is the best choice, right? No, oftentimes it is not the right choice.
Yeah. I mean, like, I was taught when I was, like, learning that you want to wait until you can green to buy provinces. So, like, I tend to wait a bit before greening, but, you know, if someone doesn't tell you, then you're like, oh yeah, I want to score points because scoring points makes me win, without considering the effect of the stop card of your deck.
One of the things I was first taught in the group that introduced Dominion to me was that, hey, mode is pretty good, it blocks attacks. Another thing with Highway, and well, it's only going to matter for as long as they have debt, but Highway can't get rid of your debt because it's only lowering card prices. So Highway is just not doing nothing when you have debt. How much debt did they take for the points? 14.
14.
That seems to be about
every time.
That seems to be about the average.
Every time. 14. Okay, we're buying gold. That's interesting. As always. Not just here, but yes, here. Especially when you have a strong knight or a highway or an apprentice.
Yeah. Highway Knights has got to be like something you aim for here, because yeah, being able to remove provinces is really mean. And then you can get
Sir
like
Sir Michael is double mean. That's the other thing.
And then like you could get like one apprentice for estate trashing. That is not that bad, but they actually do only have one. But both of them skipping familiar and one of them going for golem first seems really like strange.
Yeah, I mean, it takes a lot of Dominion play to get like a solid assessment of the cards, and even after you've been playing for a while, if you have like one card is like you think, oh, this card is always good, then you might still like focus on certain cards that aren't really helpful just because you've been doing that, thus far, and it's been effective enough, right? And this golem is helping them out a bit, but
I think Jonboy is gonna get it here, because like when you take someone that does a money strategy against someone that isn't doing a money strategy and doesn't have as much experience with engine type stuff, the money player usually wins. I find. I remember I watched some of the other J commentaries that J Nails did, and that seems to happen quite often.
Good engine beats money beats bad engine is how it goes. Say I feel like Jonboy, the more money your strategy could get enough VP to succeed, definitely. I want to see more highways taken by JMC. Like maybe a knight or a familiar, something.
One of the knights that actually seems like reasonably helpful, if you're lucky enough to get to be the one to get it, is, I don't know their names, but the one that lets you gain a card with highway that could actually help you get more highways.
Definitely. If you just play 2 highways first, so they cost 3. Oh yeah, Michael, because against money, discard down to 3 is pretty strong. Like, unless they have a bunch of gold, that is a pretty effective attack.
Knights have too many words. Isn't gold. I've definitely like played with a few people that are like, I'll just buy the treasures because I don't have to think.
Hey, if that's a factor, that is absolutely fair. Oh, did someone play a black cat as an attack? They did.
Yeah, on the last turn.
JMC, black catted Jonboy. Why use many word words? Few word do trick.
Yeah, gold just has 2 words: gold, treasure, and also the 3. Straight and to the point. I feel like they're almost certainly going to get a province here, and then they're going to get black catted.
Yeah. That is a great black cat for Jonboy.
That is very good. You went all the way up to be able to get your own province.
And your own black cat.
Your own black cat attack.
There's only 2 of them, but they just seem to happen over and over. Alright, let's see.
pass the province.
I think it's just gonna be potion for potion. Wait.
Potion for cop.
Why'd you pass a copper?
Maybe they want to trash. Maybe they want to trash.
No, but
they were expecting a copper.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, if they trash
that does seem like actually the most rational reason for it. All right.
Yeah, now they can afford the last province.
Another game for Jonboy.
Yep. All right. So now 2-0.
Mm-hmm.
What is penultimate province rule? Good question.
Dr. Pepper.
That's a card from the new expansion I haven't seen yet.
Yeah, haven't you heard? He's one of the allies. Dr. Pepper himself.
Priest player advantage. Yeah.
Purse player advantage.
Alright, so Jonboy starts game 3. Let's see what kingdom they roll this time. Let's hopefully see a bit more engine-y. I want to see some building action, you know. Some gainers. Watch this just be a Groom Rush.
Now give us a board with City Quarter. That's like my favorite card.
City Quarter is so good. It would be interesting if they roll a Wombo combo. I want to see if they know it.
Oh my god. Roll a combo, they both miss it, and we're here in the sidelines just screaming.
Please, no. Ooh, King's
oh my
Court
goodness, King's Court, Peasant, Cathedral, and lots of oh my god. This sure is a board. This is really, really good.
Oh, this board goes brrrr.
Okay, so
and 2-5.
Tip number 1: 99.9% of the time, when there's a traveler on the board, click on the traveler in one of your first 2 turns.
Yep.
2-5 is kind of unfortunate though. 3-2 seems very good for JMC. You can open with Cathedral, trash an estate, and then also get your peasant.
Right. Anything but, yeah, if you can afford Cathedral turn 1 instead of turn 2. So we'll hopefully see Cathedral get bought right here.
I don't think, if I'm going to be honest though, I don't think either of them are going to get it, because, like, when you... Villain!
Yeah, so, Cathedral is scary because
Cathedral,
it's a mandatory trash of your cards.
It is very scary.
It's very, very scary. Now let's talk about the villain.
But the thing with Cathedral is that you can outgain it basically. Like if you can only gain 1 card a turn, Cathedral can be problematic. But you have plus buy with Peasant.
On this board, you're not gonna have a problem with gains. You have Peasant, Disciple, Wild Hunt.
Exactly. Peasant, Disciple can gain you. Teacher can put the plus buy, but you're not gonna need that.
Yeah, you're gonna
Wild Hunt
here.
Wild Hunt can gain you estates. Courtier can also give you plus buy, but again, you likely will not need that. Oh, they're gonna go for Cathedral! Yeah!
Woo! Alright. Better late than never.
I respect the guts it takes to delve into the unknown. That joke would be funnier if Delve was on the board.
No, it wouldn't, because then they'd all be buying $2 silvers. So also Villain, I feel like, is one of the worst 5s here.
Yeah, Villain, like, it in theory it could help you spike some of those other purchases, but in practice you're not really going to need that.
Yep. Yeah, I feel like Wild Hunt, Swashbuckler, all that draw is pretty good.
I'm not sure you'd need Tactician, because you could just
I think
slap
Tactician...
the action token on something, and then on like one of these many Smithy cards, Swashbuckler. Or
I mean, I wouldn't go for the action token. I just like King's Court, Merchant something. maybe.
Yeah, that would also work.
And just have a ton of merchants around. As, you know, like
you also, and this is another one of the areas that I'll admit I'm not super knowledgeable in. You also might skip teacher here and just go for like a couple of
disciples. I'm absolutely skipping teacher here because I don't feel like the tokens help you at all, because all the cards on the board are so strong already that they don't need any boost, because you've got plus action, you've got King's Court, you've got plus buy on the board already, and the coin token is practically worthless, so like, just buy cards. Disciple prints cards with King's Court, card printer go burr.
Yeah,
Card printer go burr.
I'm still kind of trying to get out of the mindset of always having to go for teacher, because that's something I was in for a while, and I'm learning in recent time that it's not.
I think there was some high profile game where someone skipped champion and kept heroes because it was Colony Platinum.
Yeah, I can see that if you don't need the plus action and there's platinums to gain.
That was pretty neat. But yeah, teacher's good if you need like to make something non-terminal or a village, and that helps your deck, or if you need it for plus buy, then yeah, that's going to be the important card in your deck. But when you have all the components already, you're not going to need teacher because disciple is much better.
This might be like me totally looking at it wrong, but does villain's art remind anyone else of Jafar from Aladdin?
A bit.
Like specifically like his facial expression?
I can see that. So I think the fives that go here most are like Wild Hunt. Yeah, Wild Hunt stuff. I don't see what Tactician does here.
Yeah, it's not that I think Tactician is horrible here. I don't think it's necessary.
I feel like you can just get enough King's Courts and draw cards that you just like don't need it. Okay. I mean, okay, yeah, Tactician might help you kick it off early. You can even do the troll plus card on Tactician to King's Court it. But that's just a style move and not like a strategy. Yeah, don't really like the villain or courtier because they're not helping draw, and I want to get a bunch of draw in my deck as fast as I can.
Yeah, you want to accelerate your peasants up to disciples and get them ASAP. Then you can just start exploding, gaining tons of cards.
Jonboy can get a King's Court, but do they see it?
Will they want it? Do they know that King's Court is arguably the best card in the game?
Okay. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Canal. Yeah, King's Court is way better. Canal.
I can understand you thinking Canal is overrated. I don't know what people think of it, but I think it's just like okay. It's mostly good for like workshop type cards.
It's great for creators.
Yeah.
That's like way worse than King's Court. It's just like a win war if you just want to go even more burr. But it's not really that strong of an effect, especially when you've got like King's Court Disciple stuff going on that doesn't care about cost. Pizza. The problem with Piazza, or Pizza as we call it, is that it's not free and therefore sucks. DC continues to.
I actually had pizza just a couple hours ago. But yeah, Piazza not super great because kind of a chancy thing. What type of pizza? We got a bacon double cheeseburger pizza, and we also got. I live in Canada, so we got a pizza called the Truly Canadian, and it has mushrooms and little bacon bits, and among other normal pizza things like cheese and pepperoni.
So that second one sounds pretty good, but the first one sounds like quite an abomination to me.
I actually really like the first one. It's not what it sounds like. It's not like literally a cheeseburger on a pizza. It's just a lot of Canadian pizzas pineapple. Okay, this is gonna be a very controversial take, but I actually quite enjoy pineapple on pizza. I used to be super against it, then I actually tried it once, and I'm like, you know what, this is actually pretty good.
Alright, we're buying silver. Oh, JMC finally gets Cathedral turn 7. Okay.
You know, another thing I really liked that sounds weird: pineapple applesauce. Like I ate it a lot as a kid. It was by far my favorite kind.
That does sound pretty good. Good, like buying King's Courts.
You've never tried applesauce, DZ?
DZ has once listed off a whole list.
I'm convinced DZ lives in like a different planet sometimes.
There was a lengthy conversation in one of the channels about this once. Could be considering the chest, but gold. I mean, I get that gold is bright and shiny, but oh my god.
You know, I'm also wondering that no King's Court by turn 8/9. I guess I can't say /9 until the turn is done, but probably not. Look at Canel's power. The opponent cannot do. Wow. Yeah, I hadn't considered that actually.
OP.
Please nerf. Have it only reduce prices by 0.5. That wouldn't change the problem at all. That wouldn't like address the problem at all. But like, you know.
Now we have to deal with fractional costs in our rules. Yay!
Yeah! Please do not gain a gold with your courtier. I'm begging you.
We got to disciple. Well, watch the disciples turn into teachers. They feel like they're gonna exchange disciples here. Like in their playstyle. Okay, yeah, teacher is decent. Especially like teacher action token on Swashbuckler or something. But like, come on. There's so much engine-y stuff you can do here. Card and Casey, that is solid.
Yeah, then it might not miss if it like otherwise would. Yo, this is big sad boy hours. Disciple and no action cards.
Oh no.
Oh, there was a province bot. Now you see, if that province had been an action card, you could have double tapped it there.
Alas.
Yeah, on a board like this, you do not want to be provincing anywhere near this early. You want to build up your deck to the point where you can gain 2, maybe even 3, maybe even more than 3.
I think you could easily triple province here. or yeah, even just never stop building.
Yeah.
Because King's Court, Disciple, Wild Hunt, Merchant, you just pile in action cards, and Wild Hunt gives you a bunch of VP, and maybe even just pile estates. Oh hey, they got the chest. Time to gain golds. Okay, not exchanging. I like that.
That's good. You could King's Court your courtier and gain 3 golds.
Oh my god. I would much rather King's Court villain. Just because they want lots of coffers.
But you could get 3 golds. That's 3 per card. Villain is only 2. It's obviously better.
Oh my god. Okay, so we got 5.
Also, both players have only gained 1 peasant thus far. I think you, at some point earlier on, you definitely would have had to
we got
take like a second one.
So now we've gotten all the smithies on this board.
Oh no, the teacher!
I think maybe it would have been better for them to get Swashbuckler right there, because then it would have...
This is J-League, Maharath.
Yeah. I think Haka on blind mode could probably stomp anyone on this board.
Do people actually like? Are you talking like blindfolded Dominion? Like how people
not blindfolded, but all the cards' names and art is hidden and replaced with made-up names.
Oh,
so all you know is what happens when you click the cards. So you have to figure out what each card is or does.
That actually sounds really funny.
It's amazing. We did a tournament with it twice, and I'm going to try to run another one, the 3rd iteration, sometime early next year, I think. The winter, spring. Blind allies, so you don't even know what the cards possibly can be. That would be hilarious. I think Sierra Lundy talked about that.
I feel like Jonboy's probably got this one. They got a lot of coffers.
Yeah, Jonboy has a massive coffer lead and VP lead. Cheers, Andy. J-Nails? For both players to be resignable.
The first player to get the treasure chest gets to keep it. No, that is not how that works. You can steal it from them. If you watch back this video, that's the answer to your question. You can steal it from them because you can be mean about that.
Oh man, all those dead actions.
But although, really, steal is a generous word because you kind of want them to take it from you. You don't want these cults clocking you up.
They can take it off your shoulders. 16 in 1 buy. Ow. Well, Jonboy here just gets a ton of cash.
It's okay, they just forgot to hack Traveling Fair into the game.
Yes, I think with all the King's Court Disciple madness... I mean, DC, that is probably one of the most reasonable takes of yours.
Yeah, I've tried it twice. It doesn't do it for me.
That's a very people say that everyone does it, but no. Some people just haven't done it, and that's absolutely chill.
I think people these days are a lot more understanding of it than people like 25 years ago.
It's okay, Johns. Not all of us are in master's programs or whatever. So let's see. I just spend this copper stack in a province here as Jonboy.
Yeah, just bum rush provinces. You're up considerably, and neither player is building that well.
7, 8. There we go. Disciple Swashi. That's a lovely hand. Good for them. Oh, okay, Johns. I see. Impressive. Okay, so we played the Tactician, which I like. So that's gonna give them a big boost this turn, even though, yeah, Jonboy has a commanding lead. So, if only that teacher was a disciple right here, you could disciple Smithy.
Okay, I have a really dumb question because I might just be reading the card wrong. Jonboy didn't get the treasure chest there. Is that because they didn't have anything in their discard when they were drawing?
Yes, because you do the discard condition first, then if. It's a pretty tricky conditional.
Yeah.
If then if. That's got a couple layers to it.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I just can't read. But I already knew that.
That's fair.
Oh, you can King's Court. You can King's Court your teacher and you can put on the Tyler mat 3 times.
Okay, but actually that gives you, well, no, teacher's terminal. It doesn't have plus action. Oh no.
Okay, I should mention that like most of my hate from for Swindler stems from that one league game where I had my disciple swindled into a duchy and immediately lost because of it.
Oh, ouch.
I think casually it is actually a really funny card, but for competitive play, it really irks me.
It's really funny when you play 6-player forced Swindler, because that is just so much random gains all over the place that it's absolutely fantastic.
And it looks like JMC has conceded here.
Alright, so that's 3-0 for Jonboy. See, 6-player and Swindler are cursed individually, but when you put them together, it kind of cancels out, you know?
I haven't done 6-player Swindler, but I think I'm pretty sure once I did 5-player Torturer, and that was an experience.
Oh wow. Oh, IRL Swindler is so fun. Swindler is great. I'm pretty sure someone in the forums made a drinking expansion once. Gotta search that up. So, alright, Jonboy is leading 3-0, and JMC starts next game.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta disagree with you again, DZ. Water is pretty good. I got my water bottle right now, actually.
Water is a solid drink. Oh, hey, we got
Actually, water is a liquid drink. John's thinking of this the same joke as me.
What do we got here? We've got good trashing.
We got capitalism. My brain is now hardwired to look for Minion every single time capitalism is there, because I saw it once in an upper tier league game, and then I played it again in my own league game or tournament game.
I mean, capitalism turns swamp haggis into golds.
You hate Captain too? Are there any cards that you like? I'm starting to think that you just don't like Dominion, you know?
No, I think the 99th percentile game. So swamp hags turning to golds, junk dealers turn. Yeah. Captain is very sad here. I think you just kind of trash and then get a bunch of treasures. And that's about it.
Yeah, you definitely want to thin down. You can get to Sir Bailey is probably the best knight, right? Of the 10. That's what I remember people's opinions to be, at least.
On this one, yeah, because Cantrip Knight is great.
Village Green, do not like that. And I can tell you why that's bad, logically. The thing that a village does for you is that it lets you play, like, villages are not bad. A lot of villages are very good. Villages let you play multiple terminals. However, when your deck doesn't have any terminals in it, the village is effectively just a buy you could have spent on something else.
Yeah. Not a good open. But on the other hand, yeah, I think just silver settlers or settlers junk dealer and 2/5, 5/2 is best. Not quite sure.
Another cool thing, don't know how relevant it is, but with capitalism, Mint can gain you various action cards. And you could play a bunch of swamp hags in your buy phase.
Swamp hags are golds.
Yeah, well, not quite. They're half golds.
Right. Duration.
They're half golds and 3/4 silvers.
Yeah, Bailey is awesome. Because it just messes with your opponent so much.
Wanted Jonboy open church silver, yeah, it's pretty good. Junk dealer, that's pretty good too.
The mad double page open.
Double page is as backup in case one of your warriors gets trashed.
I mean, John, so you can really, I think, time for theory puzzles. What's the maximum number of pages you can gain in your first 2 turns? It's all of them.
Oh, once I remember in one of the other commentaries, they were discussing how many curses you could open with, and then I went back and calculated I calculated it myself, and I think the answer I got was like 17.
Oh my god. Yeah, you can empty the supply turn 1, so that's that.
Yeah. And then you can get 1 point off of tower for all of your curses.
Yeah. But even in some normal games, you can open triple page. PF pouch. So I like the junk dealer. Fan of crashing.
I see a turn 6 gold buy. I think we've established how we feel about that.
Yeah, I'd rather get Sir Bailey.
Yeah. Because if you get the knight and then they buy gold, then they don't get to have their gold anymore.
Yeah, James C is a big fan of gold here. I think they're detriment.
Taking away gold from other people is even more satisfying than getting it for yourself.
That's true, which is why Jonboy should get Sir Bailey right here. Please. Yeah!
Yeah! Woo!
Okay. Yeah, too bad there's too much trashing for Swamp Hag to be that bad. All the merchant ship is actually with capitalism. It looks way too appealing.
Merchant ship with capital. I mean, it's just it's still just a silver that you don't have to draw the next turn. Like, it makes it better, but I don't think it's that good.
I wish Dominion had regular balance patches. Imagine that.
Sometimes me too. Like, I do enjoy a lot of the cards, but there are a few of them that I look at them and I'm like, I'm so sorry you were developed so early on.
Yeah, I mean, and also like Donald said, can we just take the attack off of Scrying Pool? Please. Like,
you could also just play with your own house rules, write them down on a notepad, and just like adjust the cards. Like, I think I saw on the Dominion Discord that there was like one house rule that Donald had with a bunch of the Hinterlands cards. One of them is that Mandarin is the exact same except it costs 2.
Oh, that was so fun in theory puzzles though. It is. I mean, it's important to have bad cards. There's this really good blog post from Magic the Gathering about why bad cards are good. But it's also important that bad cards are fun, and some of the old bad cards are really unfun.
Yeah.
Which is what the patches would patch, not the strength, just the fun.
Yeah, I think my probably favorite example is that it's not one of my favorite cards, but I think the concept of Beggar is pretty cool because it's not often very good, but when it is, it's super sick and it's so cool.
Oh yeah, Beggar Guildhall. It's amazing.
Yeah, or Beggar Gardens.
Yeah,
or even like Beggar Monastery is pretty neat.
Let's do a turn 9 recap. So we got, of course you do, DZ.
We got about 4 more golds than are necessary.
Yep. We got 1 gold here. We minted a silver. Bought another gold. And got province, the first province from JMC. Okay. But that's a lot of golds.
Okay, DZ, here's a serious question for you. Is your plan to be able to ban every card other than 10 specific ones, then practice that kingdom to the point of perfection, and then you'll never lose?
We'll never know. But
I will admit though, Cultist sucks. I have it banned too. I do not like Cultist at all.
Wait, DC, what is your favorite set? Just curious.
Me too, actually. Yeah.
Because we keep buying golds here, so there's not really much to say. Because buying golds for the 50th time is, pretty repetitive.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. DZ may or may not be typing a novel in chat right now, but only time will tell. DZ is a chariot race lover confirmed. Tell Jish. Tell Jish. On notice immediately.
I think chariot race is annoying, but actually probably my least favorite card from Empires is Catapult.
Oh, Catapult's just annoying. It's annoying to play with, and it's annoying to play against. We keep minting silvers and buying provinces. I'm kind of confused.
Yeah, they're just going money here.
Money. Oh. A take. I mean, on the other hand, then Freaky was complaining about donate, which is
I personally, like, I'm kind of in the middle about donate. Like, I don't love it, but I think it's fine.
I had it disliked for a while because I'd always lose when it was on the board because everyone else used it better.
Fun fact, though, I do not have any events or sorry, any landscapes on my ban list. There are some of them that annoy me, but none to the point where I'd want to ban them.
You like keep palace boards?
Not sure I've had that specific combination before, but that does sound annoying.
Keep is pretty.
I have a few different landscapes on my dislike list because they're weak, but I might put a few on like Keep is probably one of my least favorite ones.
I think landmarks are one of the worst design concepts in Dominion.
Like, when I was like trying to design my own cards early on, I'm like, oh yeah, I love landmarks. Then I realized like they're probably my least favorite of the four different kind of landscapes. I don't like hate any of them, but I definitely like I like projects the most. Events for the most part are pretty cool. Ways are a little simple but fine.
Yeah, Wall and Tomb. I agree with chat.
Tomb is absolutely my favorite landmark. Wall is also pretty good.
I once had a Bishop Fortress Tomb board. It was hilarious. And Fortress. I think DZ would love to play a Procession Fortress game.
Oh yeah.
I think that would be an awesome kingdom to try out. So now we're on to buying duchies.
Gotta say, I'm surprised only one knight has been gained.
Yeah, I feel like knights would be got after more.
Like, at the very least, they can get rid of all the golds everyone's been buying. That's gotta do something.
0.2 ban rate. Wow. Wait, there's... I mean, yeah, knights are very popular among some players because they're just like, oh my god, this card is so good, it messes my opponents up so hard. Got him. But apparently not here. Too many words. Too long. Too hard to read. So now we got 6 and we're cursed. Duchy.
Duchy and a curse. Ooh.
I would have just gotten capitalism.
Yeah.
But like... I don't want
another small teaching moment where I can sound smart. You can avoid Swampag's penalty if you don't buy cards, and capitalism, despite literally being a card, is not a card.
It's a card-shaped object.
It's a card-shaped thing.
Which is an important distinction.
I should probably specify, despite literally being printed on a card.
Because a card-shaped object is not actually always a card. Capitalism would not gain the curse, and the curse is very bad because your deck is now full of junk. Yeah. Oh, DC. That's totally fair, though. Capitalism is really fun in concept, but often just kind of meh.
My least favorite project is probably Road Network.
I think that one's fine. Piazza is meh. Then let's see.
But again, like I don't hate any of the landscapes.
Yeah, I like all the projects. They're probably one of the best overall classes of thing.
I'm 19. I'm still.
DC, you better get ready for next year, because they're taking away your edgy permit.
They're also going to be taking away my edgy permit, which I'm afraid of. I'm going to have to stockpile my maturity at a faster rate than currently.
Okay, we're buying a lot of duchies here. I'm confused.
I think another thing they might be thinking of is that, oh no, the opponent's score number is more than mine. I gotta make mine go up more.
Well, unfortunately, there's only one singular knight. But
yeah, you make a great point, but there's only one knight that's been bought, so it's not super relevant. And it looks like I would say it looks like the Jonboy's gonna get this one too.
Yeah, they just need
if JMC
get 8.
Yeah.
So pretty much if they draw almost any money at all.
And even if not, then they can get a duchy to make sure that they're not overtaken. If that might be an issue.
Oh wow, this.
Oh no!
Bailey for the win.
Which color do you like more, yellow or green? Pick your poison.
I thought it was purple or green. Is it not? But yeah, this is practically game over. Especially the Swamp Hagen play now. JMC is pretty much done.
I would like to say I encourage both of these players to try and expand your game knowledge a little bit. Try and play some boards without buying any gold. Like even if you're not 100% sure it's the best move, just try not buying any gold. See what sorts of other things you can do. Okay. Also, try not to buy a million silvers, because that won't really help either.
Yeah, unless it's a board where silver is good. In which case, do buy a million silvers. But you have to be able to tell.
And this is another game for John.
Alright, so that's 4-0 for Jonboy, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So 2 more and Jonboy starts game 5.
Alright, what do we got? Okay, so this is essentially a kingdom with only 9 cards on it, because this card doesn't exist.
J-League is an awesome place.
Thing is, though, they might go for Philosopher's Stone.
Please no.
They really might.
Okay. Also, like tournament lackeys is such a like slamming open envoy.
Yeah.
Aw.
So this is the tournament board. You want to spike an 8. Things that can help you do that include Wine Merchant, and that is a lot of money in one card.
Tourney Scrap.
I think Tourney Scrap is good. Tourney Scrap or
You also might. Apparently that's bad. So Scrap has a lot of text. Scrap, yeah, Trashing Estates is pretty nice. And then you get a province.
Oh no! It's okay, maybe they're going for vineyards.
Ooh. Then you get a province and oh, good night. Goodbye, Andy. It's been good. Good knowing you. Buy early province and skip tournament. No.
I sure hope not.
Hey DZ, do you like tournament? Is it a DZ approved card?
Fun fact, actually, tournament used to be my favorite card in Cornucopia.
Good parameter DZ.
Emphasis on used to. It hasn't quite irked me specifically to the point of ban or dislike, but it's gotten pretty close.
Yeah. A DZ option for the good command would be pretty interesting.
But my favorite Cornucopia card nowadays is absolutely Horn of Plenty, because I think that card is really cool.
It's so awesome. So I'm kind of confused here because I want tournament a lot, and then I want to get followers.
The more I discuss what cards I like and don't like, the more I'm convinced DZ is just built to be like
DZ hates fun.
In opposite of me.
DZ hates fun.
I don't think there's not a single card opinion I can think of off the top of my head that we have in common.
I'm sure that DZ thinks Workers' Village is fine. Skip Academy, I think. Yeah. No. Like gold. You have good vibes. Many good vibes. I think yes. The Skip Academy would make sense.
I think Jonboy's got it though.
It's just a lot easier to play with Academy.
Because Philosopher's Stone is kind of the weakest card in the game. It's really bad.
Oh no.
And the reason for that is that, like, A, you gotta get a potion for it, and then B, it takes a long time for it to be worth even as much as gold, and that's still not good, because as we've established, buying gold is not good.
Yep. And, like see, what's so confusing here is that they both started really money-ish, and, like, slow tempo, but then maybe Jonboy's gonna transition into an engine. But if you're gonna go into an engine, why not go into an engine in the first place? That's what's confusing me, kinda. Unless you're just going straight money, which okay.
One of them gained a tournament. Who was that? That was JMC. Well, there's your province for your tournament. Now you just need to get one.
Okay. What's the first prize you take here? Bag of gold? Just kidding. Don't take a bag of gold.
First
Anything
prize,
fun.
I gotta say, followers probably.
Yeah, I like junking. It's like followers. I think yeah, followers and then princess or trusty steed. Oh, there's another province. Super
Yeah,
early
it
again.
seems like no one's really gonna do the tournament thing at all. Makes Peace Stone even more powerful.
Alright, so it's gonna be gold.
Oh, no, there's gonna be Academy.
Oh, good for them.
A little late, but it's still useful.
Three more cards in deck. Oh my god, the horror.
That's like 0.6 of a dollar.
Some villagers would be really helpful to Jonboy here.
Yeah, you have a lot of terminals here. No hunting party yet. Yeah, it's another card with a lot of words on it. But it is very good. As people like to describe it, +1 card, +1 action, and then draw another card that probably doesn't suck.
So let's see, is this gonna be another Philosopher's Stone? DC! No! Okay, so I don't know if I want another wine merchant. I think
they got a hunting party! Let's go!
Yeah, they did! And they also got, the opponent got another Philosopher's Stone, so... anyhow. I think I might have preferred to get like a lackeys or another hunting party there over that wine merchant. I think probably the other hunting party, because you can get, you can get stuff with scrap, you can gain horses and have a few villagers.
Well, I think you were correct the first time, Andy. The Peace Stones will be gods eventually.
God. Avengers something. Alright, so what's this here? You got 7, 11.
They're not gonna trash their estate, it seems.
Lackeys.
Scrap prop. Yeah, this is just gonna be a.
Confuses me.
This is just gonna be another money-ish game.
Yep. And Jonboy with the solid VP lead seems to be in the position to get the 5-0.
Yeah.
In this match. Now. I've seen engine games in J League.
I didn't start in J, but I started in I, and I definitely did engine stuff, like, sometimes.
Yeah, I dropped from H to I when they split the tier. But, yeah. Now I just fluctuate between G and F. I lose horribly in one and then win decently well in another. Alright. This is the perfect amount to buy another Philosopher's Stone. Wait, what? That duchy confuses me so much. That one too. There was P tier. It wasn't like part of the normal promotion structure, but it was for people who hadn't had enough rated games to be placed accurately, so they'd play rated games as part of League to then get placed in the next season.
Oh,
I should play ladder, but like if I lose. No! I mean, that works, I guess. No, it doesn't. Oh, it does.
No, yeah, they can wine merchant.
Villager.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's another win for Jonboy. 5-0.
Alright. They're on a roll. Let's see if
Are we gonna have a full
can
sweep?
stop the bagel. Let's see if they can stop the bagel. Alright. So, final game here. JMC is gonna start. Let's see.
What's the difference between a good bagel and a bad bagel?
A good bagel is good and a bad bagel is bad. You can only learn the difference through the art of living near-ish New York City.
Good bagel. Okay, well, guess I haven't had any good. Guess I haven't had any good bagels then.
The area like on the line between Philly and New York, but closer to New York. Just like New York, New Jersey, good bagels. Also, there's a list of.
What do we got here?
DC once made a list of food he's never tried before. If you weren't aware, there was a question of the day thread once. It had 1, 2, 3, 4 many items. Yes, good bagels are soft and chewy. Meme. Oh wow, we have 2 mixed piles. Goat herd. Oh.
Okay.
I don't even know what is going on.
Humble Castle Open I don't like.
Humble Crumble.
I feel like if I was doing this one, I'd probably go Goat Herd Sewers.
Hey!
Humble Crumble. Wow. Border Village Margrave. Yeah!
Noise.
Okay, I think JMC's got a serious fighting chance this game.
It rhymes, so it's correct.
Good thing there's not a tall castle, because then you could go small castle, tall castle. And then the next one where you realize you've been making a mistake buying point cards is the fall castle.
Well, you can trash Squire.
Yeah, you can trash Scars and Margaret. I also just noticed that. Yeah, that seems like totally fine, I'd say. Are they gonna? It'd be really neat. Oh, okay. Well,
it would be really funny, and
yeah. Get sewers. It'll help you thin. It'll help you thin more. You should get sewers.
Sewers is very cool. And you can even gain silver and sewers.
Sewers, please. You don't need another silver. You just got one. No! You just got a silver.
Oh my god, dead sad. Of course you do, DZ.
I've just stopped trying to understand at this point. I don't know where I'd put it, but I'd say like Squire is probably one of the certainly one of the top 50% cards from its own expansion for me.
Squire is a perfectly nice, decent playing card. Oh my god. DZ is definitely from another dimension. Goodness. Okay, so Jonboy looks to have gotten a goat herd.
Okay, another question.
Jonboy, okay.
Another question, DZ. How many cards do you like? What is the approximate number of cards that you think are neat? Border Village Margrave, please, or maybe a knight. Maybe you could get a knight.
Margrave, draw.
Margrave is probably better, but like I could understand getting a knight too. Why have one man with a fancy-looking sword when you can have two men with fancy-looking swords? Yeah!
Nice.
Yeah, I think JMC is absolutely going to get this one. Jonboy is focusing way too hard on castles.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a safe 5-1. Come on, stop the 6-0.
Sewers.
Who wrote the comic book? Okay, wait. Isn't that just Umbrella Academy, so that's Gerard Way? At least I'm guessing that's what you meant. Sean, you know that's like one of the top bands I listen to, so. That is, in fact, one of the tidbits of information that I've stored away somehow. The random parts of my brain. So we've uncovered Opulent Castle. So there's only 4 left.
JMC is thinking about what to top deck, and then they'll immediately draw everything back, so it kind of doesn't matter.
I mean, okay, interesting.
They'll draw it back. They'll draw back whatever they top deck with Haunted Woods anyway. So.
Alright, I didn't realize I had that in play. Of course, Sean. DZ.
More Margrave?
Maximum Castle.
Excellent.
Let's see Opulent get bought. That would be pretty fun.
I can't do it this turn.
there's Border Village around, that's like passing up 2 good cards for 1. Okay. I mean, knowing DZ, I'd have expected DZ to not listen to music at all, but maybe he does. So right here we've got 6 and a couple buys. There's Border Village right there.
No. Again, the wallet analogy. Cycle through your wallet more instead of just stuffing more money in it. Imagine if you could reuse all the money in your bank account multiple times. How cool would that be?
Free money.
You're thinking too realistically here.
Opulent, just for the lols. It would be great.
I'm almost certain that John is gonna get. Oh, they're gonna get opulent.
Hey.
I was thinking you were talking about Jonboy buying it, but now they can't because it's been taken already. It's not too late. Buy sewers. Buy sewers.
Sewers.
Aww.
Silver.
Okay, so fun fact: buying a lot of silvers is just like buying a lot of golds, except they're worth less money.
Except they're worthless.
It's still not very good.
Border Village, something. Margrave, okay.
Yeah, they caught on to the engine stuff. I like it.
Squire is a village. Margrave draws.
Margrave, yeah.
Which draws another village.
Oh, this looks good. This is gonna be at least.
We're approaching a record number of action cards played by JMC this entire match. Quite rapidly, in fact. Okay. We're gonna see them play so many actions right now. Potentially an entire 6 actions in play.
Oh yeah, they could get.
Citadel would be so good.
I'd be very happy if they. I'd be very happy if they got Citadel, but I gotta be honest and say that Province.
Wait.
Or no, Sprawling.
7 BP.
No. Sprawling. Yeah, 7 BP and 7 BP and deny your opponent it. They can't afford it anyway, but JMC doesn't know that.
Okay. And Sprawling.
Probably, I gotta say, Sprawling seems like what they're gonna get. Sprawling Castle has words on it. Yeah, but it has a few less words than Citadel. I think 10. Yeah, that's definitely more than 10, yeah. Sprawling.
There we go. Alright, we're gonna get the Duchy or the Estates. Meanwhile, Sean is time traveling back
the Estates, it'll be funny.
2004.
I was kidding!
Sean just going back all the way to 2004 right here. Love that. 2004 was my grand entrance. So, yes. Good year.
2004 is lost in the void to me.
Go.
No, you know what? I have a thought. It doesn't make sense to us because but they could have gained the Estates, so Opulent has more stuff to hit.
Yeah.
I can understand why you would, but Estates slow you down. Do not get the Estates.
Oh wait,
do not get most
They
victory
did get
point
the
cards.
state.
Do not get most victory point cards in general until you're like nearing the end of the game and you want to like start just scoring. You don't score once every.
Hey, look at all those estates lined up for opulent right here.
That's a totally fair point. You could actually get some pretty good purchases off this turn. I do think JMC is way ahead here. They're gonna take this one.
Alright, let's go. Let's go. Man, coming back from those 05s is always so satisfying. Chat goes into math mode. Alright, so we're getting Grand and Kings here right now. Wait, what?
Oh!
I was so confused.
Providence.
Undo. Undo. Grand Kings. No.
Yeah, you could also go 2 border villages and some more Margraves.
Sure. But Grand Kings would have been so awesome. Johns, please only enact that legislation in 2024. No, Johns is a very respectful boy who went to Sunday school every week.
Did they just not buy sewers?
Yeah, they did.
They
just didn't buy sewers.
Like they could have, and there would have been zero downside to doing so. They just didn't.
Sunday school is for good children. Unlike showing up to school on Saturday, which is for the very bad children.
I got another great Dominion analogy here. So I don't know if like this is just a personal problem, but you ever go through your wallet and you've find all those old receipts you don't need and they like get in the way? Sewers is like your way of like trashing them, getting out of the way. Get them out of your wallet so that way you can get to the stuff in your wallet you do want.
Of course you did, Johns. It's very in character for you. Then you went to college and drank.
Yeah, like the hundreds. If you get a single $100 bill, you can buy all the provinces and just win.
Alright, can we get King's Castle here?
Andy, wallet analogies are literally how I taught basic strategic concepts to my mom about this game.
Well, the things that you learn in spec chat. Kings.
Do it. It'll be funny.
What?
Oh.
Wait. Why did JMC get so many castles if not to get kings?
Yeah, and like at this point, Kings is giving you enough VP that you should be taking it over Province, even if it's not the best play. It's like still better than Province. This is actually a friendly Margrave. You can just pitch all those estates that you don't want, and then you can draw on.
Nice. Alright, can we get King's Castle, please? I want to see the pile empty, not because that is a mark of stuff going right, just because it's very nice. Okay. Now I don't know what Sean's talking about. Yes, Russ, JMC
Yeah,
did
JMC took 3 estates.
And then discarded 3 estates with Opulent the next turn. From before I was born. Okay. Figures. Oh, Halo Andy. Halo Andy hipster online class. Okay.
Border Village Duchy.
I mean, it's quite different from like the student to a teacher perspective, obviously, because like we love to just slack off and do the bare minimum, if at all. But teachers don't like them, from what I've heard from teachers. Go figure.
Online classes are certainly have like less entertaining moments to them.
No, not the Jonboy comeback for 6 though.
Like in one of my first year history classes, there was this one student that would always like get into debates with the teacher in the middle of lectures, and that was always really funny to watch. But then when we went to online in the middle of that year because of COVID, we couldn't listen to those anymore.
Okay, Border Village. With something, I don't care what, just something. There we go. What?
It's another thing to discard to the opulent.
Knights at 10?
Because it didn't work out that last game because only one of them were gained. So obviously, so obviously, we've come to the conclusion that knights are not very good. I do not like that cash buy. Cash is one of the weakest.
Wait,
cards
what? Jonboy trying hard to not get the 6 though.
Okay, another like, I'm obviously not the first one to say this, but like, gold's bad. Cash is just gold with 2 coppers, so it's even worse.
Cash is like putting a 20 in your wallet with 2 ones, but the ones that are really pieces of paper with a face drawn onto them. It's turn 19. Oh my god. Can someone empty the estates already? Please. What?
It's okay. After some amount of more of turns, they'll hit the point where JMC will have too many VP to lose. Who carries cash? Yeah, I have some amount of cash in me for safety as well, but I normally use my credit card.
Crypt. Oh my god.
Yeah, that also happened. That also happened a few terms ago.
JDales, aren't you proud? They're learning. Beg your crypt. I beg, please don't. Okay, so now you can trash Squire and gain an attack card.
Yeah. Like those knights that haven't been touched, or even just another Margrave.
JDales coach meme. Oh, look at that nice opulent castle.
Yeah!
At this point, James, you can just like get King's Castle and empty curses.
Oh, they're not gonna trash the Squire. Oh.
Aw. Please get King's Castle.
Please get King's Castle. Please.
I don't know why they've been avoiding King's Castle this whole time. Like, it's right there. It has some words on it. I think that's why they've been avoiding it. It has words.
But it has less words than Grand Castle, which was gained.
And Opulent, which is in play right now. Money is carrying cash.
I like that. I like that a lot, actually.
Hey, we did
it! Yeah! See, 8 is more than 6.
Now we just need to empty 2 more piles.
And once again, you could have bought sewers for no disadvantage, and you just did not.
They should just buy border villages gaining estate.
Yeah, that would be fine. Or at this point, gaining duchies, even.
This Cryptmas.
Last Cryptmas. I was about to break into song, but Sean beat me to it.
Alright, border village gate estate.
The very next game we trashed it away.
Duchy.
This year I'm spending on a
border village duchy over and over. Oh my. This is such a perplexing game right here. But JMC is gonna make it 5-1 and redeem their honor.
Yeah,
okay,
I think
that's a reasonable take from DC. Given
I was gonna say I think we're soon approaching the point where there just aren't enough VP left for Jonboy to win.
Okay, border village gaining duchy. Oh no, they can't afford it, so just get duchy straight up. Do you think this might end on Jonboy's gonna get a province? I think.
Probably.
JMC is probably just gonna get... We're thinking get 2 estates and just run out the piles so fast. Or duchy. Same thing.
Jonboy would now need to get every single victory card that's left.
Well, Jonboy would need to get the knights to use the knights first. No, you shouldn't have trashed the copper because you can get border village duchy instead of just duchy and run down the piles faster.
It's okay. I imagine Jonboy is gonna concede here.
Gracefully end the game. Alright. No, for a 5-1 match overall. Jonboy did not get the clean sweep that last game.
Yeah, some pretty alright plays from JMC. Border Village and Margrave is gaining some of those is very good. But they both went into castles too soon. Jonboy more so than JMC.
I think this J League was a bit more of a podcast with chat and occasional Dominion commentary. The description should be "Don't buy gold."
Yeah, I'll do that. I will definitely make that description.
Don't buy gold. Alright, thank you HL. Super cool commentating with you. Let's do this again. Alright,
yeah.
See ya.
Yeah, see you around. Thank you everybody for coming out.